There's a joint session of Congress tonight in the House of Representatives, and each of us as members of Congress can invite a guest. The guest that I've invited is from Loyola Medical School. She's a third-year medical student at that school. A fascinating life story. Her name is Ima Saeed. She came to the United States at the age of 3. Her parents brought her here from Pakistan. She grew up in the United States. She went to high school here, went to Rutgers University, where she graduated magna cum laude. She was accepted at Loyola University Stritch School of Medicine, which has an exceptional program for people like her. You see, she has a special challenge. Technically, legally, she's undocumented. But because President Obama created a program for people in her situation called DACA, she is able to stay in the United States legally, not be subject to deportation, and be able to work in this country. But of course, President Obama is gone now, and there's a question about what President Trump will do with this DACA Dreamer program. It's a big question for us in politics. It's a bigger question for students like Ima. Tell me what your reaction is as you think about DACA and the Dreamer program and your own life.
Honestly, DACA just made me feel so secure. I was able to get into medical school, and now with this new feelings of uncertainty, it just feels, it's not a good feeling. It feels really bad. So
you have about 25 or 30 fellow students at Loyola Medical School who are in the same situation.
Yeah.
And what do they say?
They have a lot of anxiety. They have a lot of fears. So they're just hoping for the best, but definitely they're scared.
If you lost DACA, you would lose the right to legally work in the United States.
Absolutely.
And that's an important part of going to medical school.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you need a proper work authorization to be able to be a doctor and to fulfill your residency requirements and to just be a student. So it would be very, very difficult without that.
And there's a lot of questions and debate going on now about Muslims, and I found Muslim Americans, many of them young people, are very worried too, very anxious about their being accepted in America and whether other Muslims will be able to come to America. Have you been part of this conversation?
You know, I haven't really been part of that conversation, but I do realize that the climate right now has been very dangerous and just fearful. And so I'm just hoping for the best, and I'm hoping that all withers away with time. But, you know, it's not a good air of feeling right now with that.
One thing people should know is that when you complete your training as a medical doctor, one of the things that you agreed to do was to come back to Illinois. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I basically agreed to do 4 years of service in an underserved or rural area in Illinois, and so that I would do that after my training, after I complete my residency.
So it's kind of a bargain.
Yeah.
We help you get educated, you become a doctor, then come back to help us in parts of Illinois where we don't have enough doctors.
Yeah, but it's a pretty nice bargain if you ask me.
I think it's a great bargain.
Yeah.
Ima, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I hope that as President Trump looks across the audience, he will see people just like you and realize that America's future is in your hands and the hands of many people just like you.
I hope so too.
Thank you.
Thank you.